My name's Andy Hodge. I'm a rower, an ex-rower in fact. And when I found rowing, I found something that I loved, and I found something actually, you know what, I could do something here. So when I told Mum that I was going to leave university and come down here to start rowing, she didn't get it. Come on son, like, okay, you got your degree now, you did really well, fantastic, but now you've got to get a job. But they still didn't understand what I was really doing until I invited them out to the under-23 World Championships after my first year here. And I was this dumb kid from Yorkshire who came down with a stupid accent. I didn't fit in here, and it took me years before, you know, I could really feel like even this was my home. You know, I really had to sort of not push my way in, but prove myself every day. You know, there was never let up. My first Olympic medal was Beijing, but my first Olympics was Athens. And in Athens, we came last, 9th out of 9, like the bottom. And that was my first induction into Olympic sport. And that was pretty heavy. But thanks to a new team of people, I put myself around the year after, and a development in my rowing. I was able to use that failure as a big motivation, but it also taught me a huge amount. I don't think I've ever been afraid of failure. I never really want to go through failure, and certainly not at the Olympic Games, but it was definitely helped for me as a sort of gold medal athlete for the next 12 years. Well, Rio is very special to me. It's the Olympics I shouldn't have been at. So I had glandular fever 2 years beforehand. So Rio was in 2016, and I had to take off the year between 2014 and 15 away completely from sport, no training at all. And it was a really big risk to kind of come back for that last year. And, you know, starting my first session back a year before the games, or about a year, it was 20 minutes on a bike, 25 minutes the next day, and just stepping up. And I managed to get into a boat, I managed to get through the trialling system, and I managed to get through the World Cups without breaking myself. And finally ended up at the start line of the Olympic final. It was like, I don't care if I get to the final stroke and, you know, I've damaged my body. I guess I was so grateful for being in that position, and I was with such a powerful team. You know, the rowing was impeccable. It was perfect, the perfect boat to be in, and I was willing to give everything to make sure that boat crossed the line first. So I now work with a charity called London Youth Rowing. We're trying to give opportunities to kids from all backgrounds through London, an opportunity to try the sport. And actually what I've learned is that when you get a different community like that engaging in the sport, they'll do it in their own way. I think what I'm excited to see is the sport grow. Now this bit will stay the same, you know, this bit of what rowing could be and what it fills out on the side, and what people think of when they hear the word rowing. At the moment it's boat race, Olympics, maybe Henley. In the future, I want them to think about example A, B and C, which haven't even been thought of yet, which we can't think of because we're in this world. When people like you grab the sport and think, you know what, we can do this, and you bring it to life. And it's, you know, it's like cycling. Back in the old days, it was just road bikes going around France. Now it's BMX and it's stunts and it's all that sort of stuff they didn't dream of 50 years ago. And that's the dream I have for rowing, is for us to discover a side that we don't even know yet. And it'll never be for me. All I want to do is create the opportunity for anyone else who doesn't kind of fit within this world to think, actually rowing could be a sport for me too. You know, there's a whole side of this sport we haven't seen because it's never had the opportunity for someone to grab it and make it their own yet.